I've missed a couple of meetings. But I think the last one I was with you was here, wasn't it? With Gathiaka? Was he the last guy?
Yes.
Okay, so anyway, the thing I like about this Internations thing, when I'm available, is they get such great speakers. Huh?
Yes.
If you can stick with it, eventually you'll meet everybody that matters in Kenya. Because Irene is so convincing to get people to come and speak. But I'm just trying to remember where we were the last time I was here. It's been an interesting week. I've been here for 30 years and I participated in my first census. They came exactly on time at 11:15 on Friday night. It took an hour, but I found that interesting. I don't think you'll get much from me about what I think about markets. I don't participate myself, but not for any reason other than the fact that I was told early on when I came to Kenya that if I had money I should buy land. And I've only bought land. So, but I've worked for a couple of publicly traded companies. I think maybe one of them during Jeff's time. But I may be one of the few CEO chairmen that have ever actually run two companies that were banned from trading on the Nairobi Securities Exchange. Because I think at one time Portland was suspended for a while, and CMC was suspended for a while. So our speaker tonight, he's married, he's got 3 kids, and he has one thing in common with me that I was so happy to find out today. Because on Sunday afternoons in Nairobi during the Formula One season, I find myself sitting alone frequently. I have a hard time getting anybody in my family interested in a bunch of guys driving around a racetrack at 300 kilometers an hour. But I found out that Jeff is a big Formula One fan. So from now on Sunday afternoons, I'll be calling you. We'll sit together. So put your hands together and get ready to ask questions about the executive amongst us who probably knows more about more things than anybody, because he has to know all those things to make a living. And you know, the other good thing about brokerage is they make money on the way up and on the way down. So he doesn't get stressed all the way out very often. So I'm very happy to have had a chance to introduce a longtime associate, although not a customer yet. So Jeff Odundo, welcome.
So thank you very much, Bill. Quite an introduction. I think my bio, I think you picked the right pieces. So thank you very much. These are too intimate. So my name is Jeff Odundo. I'm the CEO of the Nairobi Securities Exchange. I've been there for the last 4 years, 6 months now. But I've been in the industry for over 20 years, as Bill said, in financial services for close to 27 years. And in all those years that I've worked in it, we've seen this market go into different cycles. Right now, I know we're all feeling like the markets are really down, but there, hence, the opportunity sits there and people are watching it, just waiting to go. But I think that's what the market is about. You can never have a market that trends one direction. It has to be both sides. So I'll just take you through a brief presentation and leave more of the Q&A to more time for Q&A, and then more discussions, which I think is the more exciting part. Right? Great. Okay. So the NSE, we're a leading exchange in Africa. We were established in 1954, formally as a society, registered society. We've been around for that 65 years, so older than Kenya itself. Over the time, we basically began as a small informal market, and then over time formalized ourselves into a fully fledged corporate entity. So today we are a mutualized organization. What do I mean by that? We are a company, we are no longer a mutual association. We are now a fully fledged incorporated company with over 13,000 shareholders, 51% foreign shareholding. We are basically a listed company as well, so you can buy our shares on our own exchange. We are members of the World Federation of Exchanges, the sixth in Africa. We are the Secretariat of the Africa Securities Exchange Association. We are also members of the Association of Future Markets, and also really the anchor platform in East and Central Africa. These are basically what our beliefs are: goal, culture, purpose, technology, and our strategy, where the things that we currently run with. That's the journey, milestones of the NSE, 1922. I was a bit surprised too when I joined this and I was told we were here first in 1922. It's at the satellite office of the London Stock Exchange. It's a pre-colonial. So now you know. So it's a good trivia question, isn't it? 54 formally set up. 88 we had our first major private listing. That was KCB. Another milestone was 91 when we basically became a private company. 1994 we were now recognized as a big exchange by IFC, and that's the first time international investors came in a big way. And really that's when our performance was really high, I thought at some point. And then 2014 we basically started we got approval to become a demutualized exchange and also did an IPO. So that was the last real IPO in Kenya. And then 2015 we launched a real estate investment trust. And then 2017, 2019 we launched 3 new products: ETFs, Emakiba, and also we also became a full member of the WFE. So that's the journey we've taken. And I'll share some testimonials which I think people can relate to. And maybe an example is Safaricom. In 2008 rather, the cost of Safaricom was what, 5 shillings? That's the IPO price. It went down to 2 shillings. How many recall that? And people were dumping, right? Retailers were like, what the hell is this? This company, where is it going? What are shares, you know? I remember at some point Safaricom wanted to do what they call a share buyback. Do you remember? Because people were saying these shares of theirs are not selling. 6 years later, where are we? Terrible. Together. So who's holding again? Who's holding? Are you smiling? Kabisa. End. That's the value of the market. It has as long as you're in a company that has a sustainable business model and is performing well, you always enjoy the upside. And I always keep saying, how do I measure how rich Bill is? It's hard to tell, right? Because you can't tell the value of land. It's very relative, right? If I had a piece of land, in my village, I can't sell it because that is so prime to me. I consider it really there. So there's no price discovery. But if I buy a share, the market has priced it for me. And that's why today when you want to determine who the richest people are, what does the Forbes use? The value of shares, right? Or do they use land now, Bill?
No, I never wanted to be
Well, I'm just saying, the beauty about markets, they give you the real value of any asset you hold, because they price you to what the market really values you, and that's why it's called price discovery. So returns on other classes are better. Diversification. So you're able to diversify your portfolio and get into various asset classes. If you want to go to real estate, we have a product for that. If you want to own manufacturing, if you want to own gold, you can come to the market. We've got all these kind of products that have got an underlying asset of the various types of investments. And the volatility in the market presents an opportunity to buy and sell and really make and gain money. Sell and make some money. In fact, in our markets, we always say you should take the contrarian approach when you're investing. So, buy low, sell. Isn't that what should happen? But people sell low, buy. You know when the market starts going up, you see people buying. Isn't that so? Yeah, so it's a time to buy. I don't know why people are not seeing that. So that's what I'm telling you. The volatility presents a great opportunity for you. So these are our products. We have data. If you want to know what's going on in the market, we have apps, we have a platform that can give you, we're soon launching a simulator for you to train how to invest. We have apps, data, historical data. If you want to know the share price of Portland, when Bill was the CEO, it was performing very well. You can get to know that. We have bonds, so we've got both government bonds and private bonds, and even Emakiba. Okay? So today we have a product in the market called Emakiba, where you can actually, from the comfort of your phone right now, you can go to star 889, buy a government bond, and you'll earn 10% net per annum. Are you all aware of that? And the reason why you put your money in the government because you consider it risk-free, isn't it? Because government assets are really sovereign issues and they cannot default. Now, what they've done, because for a long time for investors to buy a government bond, you had to have a minimum of 50,000 shillings, it became inaccessible for many Kenyans. So Central Bank had only 18,000 accounts for the last 60 or 63, 64 odd years. But in 2017, we worked with the government and developed a product that you could actually acquire a government bond from the comfort of your phone for as low as 3,000 shillings. All you need to invest is 3,000 shillings and you'll get 10% per annum net. It's a tax-free bond. And the whole essence was to encourage a savings culture in Kenya, because it's a 5-year bond. And also what we wanted to do was to help Kenyans to really invest in infrastructure, because it's an infrastructure bond, and really try and get the money off the institutional investors to the retail hands. Because what's the point of paying 100 people 200 billion shillings? We'd rather pay 1 million people than send 200 billion, isn't it? So that's the thinking. Ibuka is our platform for SMEs. So today, if you want to join the exchange, you don't have to wait to be big. You come in as you're crawling. Are you together? If you're an SME and you believe, how many are business owners there? Great. And you believe one day you can list them? Do you believe you're listed at an exchange? So you don't have to wait for that day. You start now. So what happens? You come out of incubation, okay? And it's a very good, easy entry point with small requirements. You don't have to be profitable. We start preparing you for the future. We just see where the weaknesses are, prepare you to be a listed company. We then take you to an accelerator where now you're ready and you can now talk our language of financial language of capital markets. And after that, we migrate you to a platform, which is growth, enterprise, main or middle markets, right? Or if you want to raise money through debt, we have bonds. But that journey can start right now. We have how many companies now? 16. Taskies, Homeboys, and it's companies of any type. IT companies, insurance companies, we have a travel agency, we have a leasing company. So it's a very accommodative program. And we did this because we want to start building a real pipeline of listed companies. Okay? Today, which are the biggest companies in the world? They're listed companies. Maybe give me an example.
Coca-Cola?
Listed, they're one of the largest. Okay, which is the largest company in value?
Apple.
Amazon. Right? Yes, Amazon. In terms of market cap, right?
Yeah.
It's almost 100 trillion, right? Shillings? 100 trillion shillings plus. You have likes of Alibaba, right? Tencent, the ones that don't reach out in China, Uber. These companies are not more than 6-7 years old, you know that? But they have overtaken the General Electrics, Bank of America, General Motors. Why? They just are very aspirational, they have disrupted the market. And that's why I say there's even these markets can be disrupted by this kind of new companies. So you don't have to wait for a long gestation period that you must take 20 years before you list. You can list in 3 years, depending on the product that you have. Look at a company like Sportpesa. It's now bigger than most of our listed companies, isn't it? Despite all the issues they have, it's still a very big company, right? This company can list and become one of the top 5 if they clear their problems, right? So I'm saying the opportunity is there for companies to list and to really become companies under Ibuka. Collaborations, we work with all exchanges, big exchanges in the world. We sponsor a lot of events like Challenge. We've got a soft side, so we support a lot of causes around sustainability and also with financial reporting like that. Our strategic focus in the future, as you'll see, with more product uptake, we'll be talking a lot in these sessions, we'll be encouraging Kenyans to invest. I went to China last year. There's an exchange called Shenzhen. Shenzhen Stock Exchange has got 300 million customers. 300 million. The market is 95% retail. So I asked them, why do guys, how come retail is higher than, in fact, the biggest problem is to reduce retail, because it's too much. My biggest problem is to get, you retail, we're only like 5-10%. So, because we don't believe in that. So the culture in China, everybody is capitalistic in an amazing way. They all believe they can do it themselves. So they don't want to use collective investment schemes, they don't want to use all these fund managers, they want to do it themselves. So they have apps, tools, online platforms. In fact, they showed us their dashboard and you see clouds, forming when they open the market. Everybody's busy on their phone. Because everybody believes they are Bill Gates, they are Warren Buffett and that kind of thing. Now that's a belief we have to have here, that we can make money using the capital markets. I think we are letting opportunity go and really just following the news and say, oh, it's a down market. Yet, a few players are playing there and making hell a lot of money. Hell a lot of money. I have a testimony. I invested in a stock in 2006 at 30 shillings. I exited at 600. Very soon, we'll be launching a new trading platform that you'll be able to buy and sell a share within a day. You get it? Today, if you buy, you must wait for 3 days for settlement and then sell again. But this new platform will buy at 10, sell at 12, buy at 12, sell at 3. So I'll be able to trade intraday and just, exciting times coming ahead. So focus next time is digital channels, data business, disruptive technology, and collaborations. That's what we're aiming to do and build knowledge around it and really strengthen the uptake for the NSE. So that's really a wrap up, just to set the context. But we're willing to engage now. And green bonds, oh my God, today I'm forgetting a couple of things. So Cecilia heads our green bond secretariat. Do you know we have a green bond in Kenya?
No.
You didn't know?
Didn't know.
We launched one, when was that, Cecilia? 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
A week ago? You heard of Econ? Econ, the owners of Kwetu?
Yes.
They've launched a green bond. They're now doing a roadshow to capital raise. But a green bond is a normal, just a conventional bond, but it has features of the green features around environment friendly, all those aspects of sustainability wrapped around it, right? So they have launched a green bond. It's more attractive to investors who have got to resonate with good social good, etc. And Cecilia happens to have been one of the pioneers, I think, in Kenya to do that. And she can give you a little story later about green bonds if you allow me at some point. Okay, great. So that's just the context. I think now we can talk.